Okay, the numbers are out, and they prove that London is paying a steep price for this one-size-fits-all lockdown. The REC, which is the Recruitment and Employment Confederation, has said that overall throughout the country, there are currently 1.4 million job listings. Now, job listings are a proxy for consumer confidence and for employer confidence. The more job listings, the more confident they are in the economy. And right now in London, those job listings are down some 18.7% from the crisis. Now, up in the Northwest, they are up by 36.8%, which goes to show you that we see wildly disparate numbers when it comes to the economic survival of the country, when it comes to the outbreaks, when it even comes to the age groups of who's being affected by the virus. And yet, our Prime Minister and our Mayor of London are selling you and me on this one-size-fits-all solution. All they have is a hammer, so everything looks like a nail, and it's lockdown, lockdown, lockdown. And we saw the Mayor of London crusade for this entire city to be locked down even before the numbers showed it. And we see our Prime Minister that wants to lock every single place down because of the infection rates that are happening in certain areas of the country. Now, this week, I had Dr. Martin Kulldorff, who penned the Great Barrington Declaration, that said there's 1,000-fold difference between the vulnerability of young people compared to old people to the virus, and therefore we need to treat those people differently. I'm saying the same needs to be done for the different locations in the country. They all need to be treated differently, stimulated differently, and again, use this science-based approach so we have a proportionate response to the virus. That is not being done. And right now, London is paying the price, and we're seeing that happen in different cities. And my point is this: whether you're in Liverpool or Manchester or Leicester or in Wales or in Northern Ireland or in Scotland, you all need a different strategy to solve the problems you're facing from an economic standpoint, from the virus, for everything that's happening. And that's what we need to make sure that our leaders do. Tomorrow, I'm going to be sharing on my vlog exactly what's happening sector by sector, and the numbers are going to shock you. How far numbers have dropped for people like personal trainers, chefs, and how employment's gone up for truck drivers and nurses. And yet we have a one-size-fits-all furlough policy where every single company is given furlough. Your tax dollars are being wasted by being given to employers who are doing fine, and yet other people are suffering and they're not getting the aid they need. We must have a proportionate response to the virus, and that's why we need leadership that has more tools than just a hammer. They have more tools so they can deal by a sector by sector, by a region by region, and make sure that we can get this country back to work. And that's why I keep talking about this, and it's one of my key policies as your next Mayor of London, to get London back to work, to use science-based decision-making and make sure we have a proportional response to the virus. And by going through these data and really understanding the numbers, I promise you as your next mayor to go ahead and do that targeted relief, whether it comes from an infection point of view or an economic point of view, so we can get through this crisis and get everyone back on track. Please leave me your comments below. Tell me if you think we should do a sector-by-sector intervention when it comes to the economic reasons or with the infection. I want to hear your comments, and of course share this video on to someone who needs it. Tomorrow I'll be talking about specific sectors, what we see the numbers actually telling us they're down or up, and what we can do about it. Again, I want to get us all back to work, because if you strengthen the economy, it solves all of our other problems. It solves our younger generation, our mental health, even our physical health. It gives us the resources, and we can use those to survive. Again, leave me your comments below, and go ahead and go to our website, brianformayor.london, and get that fresh swag. You know what's up. And I'll be coming at you more with more of these videos. I appreciate your help. We are winning this race, and we plan on taking London in a new direction.